From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Peyton Robertson that time in on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He gets this one complete to Pittman.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Downfield, it's 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about any game.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 28-yard line. Ready, go! So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Nope. Ready. They'll run straight ahead with 1. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now screen set up for Johnson. And he's going to set the first down taken down after a short pickup for 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to string their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. The motion man here is Mitchell. He'll look to throw. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up for a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They will indeed go as they look to throw. It is complete. Derek Carr, fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Come on.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Ready? Let's go. 18, 19, target.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third, they need 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw. Rush to his left. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10. To throw. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try and run for the Taylor. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
13 yards on the
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with the lead? How well can you run the ball at the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
From the 41, here's second down and 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts first down.
A quick throw on his RPO and downs has it. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Try again. It's second and 10.
32-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. In motion is Lawrence. On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll take this one in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Extra point attempt to come here. And oh, he missed it. Missed the extra point. And this is going to stay a 3-point game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready. Get up. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Reels it in on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ready from 31. Here is second and 8.
Ready. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Off play action. He'll set up the throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. You do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Ready. On third down. They'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Go. Panther 60. Panther go.
Back to the air one more time. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson.
this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Going up top. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 18, Pioneer, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18. Let go.
Off the playbook. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Taking off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We ready more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my savior.
Tag. Ready, ready.
Out of the pistol, Warren. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cowboy.
He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And he's in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown Steelers.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indy. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Colts will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9.
Steelers 17. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out left. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of the guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
So the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And third down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's going to try it here again. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Second and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man. Downfield. It's Mitchell. They get 18 on the pitching catch. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down.
Okay, ready.
It is third and 10.
60 bucks. Let's go. Cougar 19.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
Take over.
He'll drop the throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. The Colts about set to punt. And as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready, set. Back. Crackle 80.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. They'll start this on the ground. They'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Derek Harmon in for the tackle. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warrior 70, come 19, come 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. DJ Gidden. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. Let me take it in by Gidden. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Set. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Colts, 1st down. A 5-yard gain.
They'll look to throw yet again.
1st down, Colts.
just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. He'll run a draw now with Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Cowboy 8. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete. And Mitchell, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
19, sorry, 70 rings, 70 rings.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Come on. Let's go.
Bill hits the throw. Plus, to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Buffalo 18. Buffalo 80. Dragon 60.
Shotgun snatches the front on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. A run with the former K-State product, DJ Gidden. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Viking 18, 69, trap 60, Dragon 60.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
That is fielded at the 20. And how about that? Nice return there. Picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. Now Chubb loses the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to come our way. Anybody who handles the ball, from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball handlers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
First and 10.
Here's first and 10. Once again, it's Warren. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of 3. From the 23. Here's second down and 7.
9, let's go. Let's go.
Open man right side is Kelsey. And the whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. Running left. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3 at the 12-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
One to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Here's a screen set up for Warren. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
See linebackers play downhill, like meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On second and 10, though, try to throw. That one into the hands of Down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a
gain there of 21. First down, Indianapolis.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance importance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Well, inside, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, they need 3.
Second and 3.
Downs goes in motion. The second down throw is incomplete.
A big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is thrown up behind the line. So now a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up for first and 10.
18, run with it. Let's go now. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. He'll air it out down the middle. First down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Johnson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. When he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go street. Let's go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's caught. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Off the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go. And the Steelers will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Steelers, 27.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game. There's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Rolling right. Off he goes. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. They're disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And the Colts, first down.
They want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And will be brought down there